Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am Afroluigi. We're back at X Rebirth Foundations, and I've arrived at the player headquarters, and we are about to see what's going on. So far, nothing weird.
Quickly, come in. I cannot be sure, but it seems like we have an intruder. Perhaps some long-dormant entity has awoken inside this facility. Or maybe beings from the parallel realm have found a way through.
Sorry to disappoint. It's just little old me. Don't look so shocked. I should be the one who's surprised to see you running this place, of all people.
Intruder, would you be so kind as to take 2 steps back so that I can enact the purge protocol?
And you, dear Boron. A group of Split approached me to track you down. Luckily for you, I find such tasks rather troublesome.
And what happened to you? It's the only option I've kind of disappointed.
After the scale plate situation worsened, my ship was targeted. We didn't have much of a chance, and only a handful of us managed to escape in our pods. Once I was sure the survivors were safe, I started to piece together what happened.
What happened to Rain?
Reen turned herself in to the Argon police. She's working with them to help disrupt scale plate activities in Argon space. It appears that she didn't follow my instructions closely enough.
A plan which hinges on the conduct of criminal madmen is not much of a plan at all.
If you observe something long enough, you can account for anything, even madmen.
That explains the unblinking stare.
I started to hear rumors of a mysterious station appearing out of nowhere. Given that I just lost my pride and joy, I was looking for a new start. So, I broke in. I was expecting to sweet-talk some top-secret government folks, but everything led to the Boron. And you.
You are an interloper.
I'm the best damn interloper this side of the multiverse. With my analytic abilities, your resources, and the Boron's prickly demeanor, we can do anything. What do you say?
Sure, we'll give it a try.
You overread it.
I already do.
Shrink this room up so I can get my equipment in.
You will do no such thing. This is my laboratory.
You'll hardly know I'm here. How's it going?
Ooh. Okay.
Your recent exploits might have opened up a new opportunity for us. You know, I've always been interested in the seemingly eternal civil war between the God Realm and the Holy Order. It appears that both of the warring Paranid factions trust you. Somewhat.
What have you been up to?
Broadcasts and spending quality time with my sharks for the most part. And, of course, watching Bazo Ta bathe in that overgrown fish tank. Did you know that senior boron scientists can still order their personal assistants around while half their brain is asleep?
It feels as if my hospitality is not being reciprocated to an adequate degree. And I must say your pseudo-scientific blustering is starting to get on my...
Nature is truly fascinating.
Okay.
Actually, they mentioned you. We're only a few jumps away from Paranid space, and this station's comms module is unlike anything I've come across.
I believe I already mentioned several times that this outpost was abandoned by the Terrans. A civilization so unfathomably advanced and ingenious that they managed to nearly wipe themselves out on multiple occasions. It is paramount that we explore its integrated functions carefully, delicately, and most of all, cautiously.
Naturally, I had to put its capabilities to the test. As it turns out, the God Realm and the Holy Order frequently and openly accuse one another of corrupting each other's citizens. However, they're surprisingly reluctant to condemn independent individuals, much less those who simply want the best of both worlds, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wanted him to get to the point of
What I'm
this.
getting at is this. There's more to this whole Civil War thing than meets the eye. For whatever reason, those Paranids don't seem to view you as an intruder. And that, my friend, is an opportunity if I've ever seen one. Of course, those uptight zealots might change their mind once you start snooping around. Hopefully we can mitigate that risk by knowing where to stick our noses and where not to stick them from the start. Luckily I have an informant who might be able to point us in the right direction.
Of course he does.
An old, and I do mean old, acquaintance of mine Knowing her, she's probably been enjoying a grandstand view of this war since it started. You'll be hard-pressed to find anyone who knows quite as much as she does about that unpleasant situation.
Alright, what needs to be done?
Head over to Nupilia's Fortune. It's only one system away. There's an old meeting point under the highway where we used to trade gossip about the local syndicates. Don't be put off by her unconventional demeanor. She's not exactly quick to trust people, but once you pass muster, she'll be your most dependable ally.
Other than?
Other than me, of course.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just going to put all this illegal stuff away. Now, the one thing I'm most wondering about this reunification is if we can decide which side comes out on top, because I want the Holy Order to be the dominant faction, so I have an ally when I wage war against everyone.
Hello.
On the other hand, we're about to find out.
Autopilot engaged. Heracles.
I'm kind of disappointed that the Heracles doesn't store, the builder ships don't build things anymore. That it has to have those storage modules over here.
Jump gate. Nopelia's Fortune.
Oh, and one thing I was noticing when I was putting managers onto my stations in Atea's Misfortune, the Xenon are trying to build up in there. So what I've done is I'm building myself a couple more Nemesises. I'm going to send them to patrol because I've only seen small ships in there. I haven't seen any destroyers or things in there. So a squadron of Nemesis should be able to handle everything. You loadout information. All missile defend, yeah. Now, where are we going in Opilius' Fortune? All the way over there. Perfect.
Entering system. Nopelia's Fortune.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that it's this guy again. On the other hand, I'm curious to see what they're going to do because the HQ seems like it's going to be fairly important for various storylines. Because, like I said, they're making it very, like, the seed of all this advanced technology, advanced comm arrays, and stuff like that. I'm very curious to see where things go from here.
Entering Nopelia's Fortune 2.
And judging by the fact they have dialogue determining how far away the player headquarters is from certain things, like this mission here, they're probably going to make this mission, at least this part, a prerequisite to be able to move the HQ.
Highway. Demeter. Sentinel.
Actually, now that I have the player headquarters, I should go property, ships with inventory, and all three of you. Where is it? There we go. Deposit inventory. Deposit inventory. And deposit inventory. And I think that just pops it in. Oh no, it gets added too. Yeah, it's added to the queue. Okay. Uh-oh, Buccaneers.
Autopilot.
You're nearing the meeting point. Remember, it's right below the highway. Now, where's that informant got to?
Nova. Sentinel.
That's probably them.
You seem to have found something. The ship update checks out, but something seems to be off.
Well, how droll. He sent me one of his lackeys. Come a little closer, lackey, and we'll have a chat.
Is she flirting with me?
Hey there, Gride. Why do you always choose such creepy places to meet?
Let me answer your question with another question, my dear. How far would you be willing to be sure that your allies were up to scratch?
What the? She started a self-destruct sequence. You'll have to abort the sequence manually. Get out of there quickly.
Whoa, hello.
The self-destruct sequence was just a diversion. Hostile drones approaching fast.
Since we're having such a nice, confidential chat, how much would you be willing to sacrifice in order to defeat your worst enemies?
Okay, this lady is very kind of creepy. Three drones left. This chick testing us? That she should have chosen more drones.
Stop playing games, Gride.
Gride is her name?
If you had riches, power,
More drones?
what would it take It appears these drones have been taken.
Someone really likes their explosives. Keep your distance.
Now you tell me. I just need to get these. Ah.
Come on, it's enough. My friend here doesn't deserve this kind of treatment.
Well, at least your friend seems reasonably competent. Competent enough to run a small errand for you.
Of course.
Remember, you came here to ask questions about the pyramid. I'll answer 2 questions of yours. We'll call it an advance payment. Choose your questions wisely.
There's no point asking about her or the ambush. We came here to ask questions of the pyramid. So if we ask those questions, she's just going to give us off answers. So, what will the war chief?
To an outsider, it might seem as though this war has just been going back and forth with no prospect of a resolution. That's not an entirely inaccurate assessment, But it's not the whole picture. It's no accident that the military supplies for this conflict have become one of the safest investments at the end of this gate network. You see, the two factions aren't really fighting over territory or resources.
I knew that.
In the minds of their leaders, elimination of their opponents would actually be a tragic outcome. That's because they're fighting for the hearts and minds of their people.
It's religious war.
Pontifex backs down, even just a little, he'd be sacrificing his legitimacy. I imagine they must be quite desperate for an outside solution by now.
And that's what drives the Pyramid.
Someone looking at it from the outside could easily come to the conclusion that civil war is a natural state for the Pyramid society. It almost seems like some sort of expression of their psyche, always questioning and challenging one another's beliefs. Nothing could be further from the truth, however. What they so desperately want to resolve is what to them is an almost tangible geometric impossibility, namely there being two pontifices. The situation is utterly strange, tearing at their stoic demeanor and ruining their perception of their own culture. It's an aberration in history that needs to be erased at all costs. All this interrogation is making me dreadfully tired. I'll get your answers eventually, don't you worry. Now, about that little errand I mentioned. You should receive your instructions right about now.
Collect an old stash of explosives? Really?
Autopilot engaged.
Where am I going?
It appears some Terran technology was being used to research teleportation over long distances.
Here we go. Control. Taya's Misfortune 1. Confirm. There. Now they should be able to go up there and defend, because there's not. I think I took out one of the. Yeah, I took out one of them. There's still the second one now. So what I'm going to do
Fortune 6.
is have them attack that first, then their default orders will kick in.
Entering system. IS mists. Highway. Pontifex's claim.
Yes, I definitely want the Holy Order to take over. Hopefully that doesn't end their war with the Argon and stuff like that. If it does, it's not a huge deal, I guess. I can always fight fight my own war against Antagon and Argon and just slowly take over, and anyone who's neutral. And it looks like my patrollers are heading out. And they'll go around. The issue I'm having with the Xenon is that there's a few, not builder ships, but there's a few like mining vessels and transports running around Atea's Misfortune 1. Those patrollers should be able to take out everything. Unless a destroyer is shown up, they'll be fine.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim.
You may be wondering why you're running errands for a maniac on the off chance that they might tell you something useful. Anyway, the first item on this list is finding an old stash of explosives.
Love it when the autopilot sends you back through the gate you just came through because it gets lost.
Autopilot. Entering system. Artifacts claim. Autopilot. Engaged. Autopilot. Disengaged. Empty space. Autopilot. Engaged. Unknown zone.
What is that? Where is it? It's not on our map.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Engaged. Unknown object. Autopilot. Disengaged.
It's got 4 locks on it. Okay. Need to get nice and close to it. Oh! That's not good.
Let me get this straight. The stash of explosives is hidden inside containers that are explosive.
Yeah.
Am I not surprised?
Okay, I need to make sure to be very careful with my aim. There we go, and that's 1 lockdown. There we go.
Not another detonation timer? Put some distance between you and the device.
It's gonna blow up the other explosives though.
That was close. Huh. These are EMP devices, not explosives. Rita must have misremembered. It's almost as if she had planned some kind of heist and then forgot all about it. That reminds me of something. I know Greta wants us to follow her instructions to the letter, but while we're here, let's take a closer look at that monument that the Paranid are so secretive about. I've always been curious.
Ah, apotheosis?
Apotheosis.
Apotheosis.
I think it would be best to approach it from straight above or below where the security looks to be weakest.
Interesting. Very detailed model.
If you can manage to disable their surveillance systems, we should have a chance to snoop around a bit more. Get into your spacesuit.
Yeah, I better make sure there's no orders for this ship or Kate will fly off on her own. Yeah, there's an order. There we go. Wait, what? Default behavior is escort? Interesting. I'll change that around. Hold position.
Nemesis. Sentinel.
Curious. And yes.
Now, use an EP to create a breach and then scan it. I'm sure Greta won't mind if we appropriate one of them for our own purposes.
Wait, this is a Holy Order thing? I thought I was in God Realm territory.
There! Something on the surface just moved. See if you can find the spot.
I think I'm supposed to be doing this in my spacesuit, so I'm going to stay out here. Just gotta watch my O2 meter. Now I have half an hour of oxygen left, so.
Also, since this
So,
Those shapes do seem to align with my research into paranoid cocoons. Interesting. The crystalline formation surfaces suggest some form of preservation technology. It would appear that these lucky fellows are being securely stored for some special occasion.
you've done research on. Never mind. Judging by the thickness of the armored security mesh, this pyramid must be rather important. There are a lot of empty berths here, though. I wonder why.
uh-oh.
Presence of the Kha'ak, honored guard of the true pontifex and appointed priest guardian of his precious grain. You are hereby commanded to remove yourself from his premises, or be struck down by the wrath of the prophet.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
His holiness, keep you forever bathed in the light of the sacred dimension.
At least he won't attack you while he's talking, right? I think you'd better comply. We can always return later.
Yeah, I'm leaving. 2 minutes to get to a safe distance. Probably should have done that in my ship. But I remember reading in the encyclopedia, yeah, the adult, I think it's adult paranid can weave a cocoon and put themselves into a state of suspended animation, like cryo-sleep kind of thing. That's what Bo-Satan was talking about, the paranid's natural ability to enter like a form of stasis. Oh, fine. At least that did the trick. Okay, move. And we are just going to travel drive this way. Oh yeah, I am in Holy Order territory. Perfect.
Well then, the next item on our list is a simple delivery.
Autopilot.
I have the ID of the ship we're supposed to find. If you want to, you could land on this ship in your spacesuit, but it would be easier to dock in a smaller, medium-sized ship. Either way, this should be simple enough.
Okay, well I am in a medium-sized ship, so that's not a big deal. I'll just go find what we're supposed to be doing. Are my cargo modules on the HQ built yet? Yep, this stored. So yeah, we will be able to now. I need 100 advanced electronics.
Technology is being used to research teleportation over long distances.
Advanced electronics.
Entering system.
I need
Holy
100.
vision.
I need 100 of them. And we need
Entering.
It appears
2,000
some
energy
kind of
cells.
Technology is being used to research teleportation over long distances.
That's not the right ship.
Entering system. Second contact.
You know what? Let's just do it like this. 2,000.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Wait, does my trader have drones? Yes, it does have drones. 3 of them. Perfect.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
Did we miss it?
Autopilot. Engaged.
Okay, let's reset the navigation.
Engaged.
Okay, it looks like the ship... Oh, wow. Hatikva's choice 1 is not in good shape. So the Argon would definitely benefit from us ending the war with the Holy Order.
Autopilot. Disengage. Entering system. Argon Prime.
So where is this ship? Are we just like traveling around lost looking for it? There's mission guided. Anyways, actually, I'm going to end the episode here while I'm looking for our destination.
Entering
I will see you guys in the
system.
next episode. Bye.
Second contact.